That was annoying. I got a phone call in the middle of videotaping. So make sure to compress, as in pushing down, wherever you're sealing two joints together. It's really important that you do that. And then of course, always, 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 you're going to knit across any seams where you're attaching two pieces of clay. You can go back later and redefine lines if you want, but you have to compress and merge that clay together. So I'm going ahead and merging the whole inside. Now, if you want to keep your coil design, you definitely can on the outside if you want to keep the integrity of that coil design. For example, this is a piece where I left all of the designing on the outside and intentionally did some really unique designs, but on the inside you have to knit. So on this, I am going to go ahead and merge these two pieces together on the outside as well. Okay. Now after you've kind of got your first coil on, you're going to want to start using that cardboard cutout that we made in the last video, or in the first video I should say now. So I'm going to merge those two, and I don't really worry about what it looks like just yet because I can fix it later. But this is where we start using this. So as I hold this up to the edge, I can see where I want my coils to go or how I want them to start sitting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to not set it directly on top of that coil, but just barely off of the center so that it starts forming, it starts going out with the shape of this vase right here. And then as I do that, then I'll go ahead and slip and score and knit this one on and keep working to the outside. Couple of things I've learned: don't let your coils get too thin. Okay, that'll definitely increase the risk of this collapsing. Another problem is let the bottom layers start to dry out just a little bit to the leather hard phase. Don't leave them too wet on the bottom. And then last but not least, as you start to work your way back in towards the middle, instead of putting them to the outside, you'll start putting them to the inside of that next layer of coils to make sure that you can start working your way back in on that direction. And then other than that, make sure you're storing your project on a bat, on a dry paper towel so it doesn't stick. And I think that's pretty much it. You know kind of the rest.